It's a long shot, but maybe one of these matches the piece found inside the fake ghost. It's the same flyer. Olivia's witch tour.
You're back! Great. Let me guess. More questions?
I found this flyer in the cemetery. Is it yours?
Yeah. It's pretty torn up, but I'm sure it's mine. Where'd you say you found it again?
In the cemetery, stuffed in a fake ghost. Know anything about that?
Ugh, how do people in this day and age still litter? It's such a shame, especially bad with tourists, you know? They don't live here, they think it's all one big joke, and oops, my trash and now you're trash. They should imprison those people. I mean, just for a day, or something.
See you later.
Oh, you're here.
Yes, I am. This shop is really cool. I love the decor.
Thank you. It's taken a lot of years to get it the way I want.
I kind of imagined this is what an actual witch's shop would look like.
Yeah.
Seriously, you have all these herbs. Look, St. John's wort, mandrake root. You know, witches were just synonymous with people who used the old medieval ways of working with plants and animals, curing ills. They were healers, shamans, and confessors. You can see why some people might have been threatened by them.
I know, right? No leeches here, though. I draw the line at bloodsuckers. I'm glad you get it. A lot of people around here don't.
How so?
Some say I'm cashing in, not respecting history. People get so caught up in the death and judgment. But I was always interested in all of that lost knowledge, even as a kid.
I bet a lot of kids around here are fascinated by it.
Used to be.
You get a lot of people in? Maybe May Perry?
May. That's funny.
Why?
Look, she's had a hard time. She's not the only one. I've been the kid everyone looks at. You need friends to talk to. She doesn't want any.
She has her sister. Tegan cares about her.
Tegan protects what's important to Tegan. Sometimes that's May.
I was hoping I could borrow a key to the main Hathorn house.
Key? Oh, I don't have a key anymore.
You don't?
No, but Alicia does. If you ask her, she'll lend it to you, I'm sure.
I'm sure you've been asked this before, but where were you on the night Hathorn house was burned down?
I was coming home from work, crossing through the cemetery. I could see the orange glow. By the time I got home, it was almost all gone. I called it in.
Were you the first one to call? Anyone see you earlier? Like an hour before?
I was in my shop.
Any customers?
No. Are you trying to say that I burned down the house?
No, I never said that.
Good. I've said it 1,000,000 times, but I'll say it again for your benefit. I'm just glad she wasn't alive to see it. She loved that house, and I loved her. You understand?
Of course. You were the first person to see the fire?
Well, yeah. I was going home, and that's where the fire was.
You know the fire might help you keep your home.
I know that now, but I didn't before. It's a slim chance at best. I'd rather it was whole and shown to be mine by right.
But if that's not an option?
Nothing could make me want to destroy it.
You ever hear rumors about a coven in Salem?
That's just something Olivia says to sell tour tickets. I didn't think you believed in that kind of witch.
So you never heard a rumor? As a kid, maybe?
What are you getting at?
I found a photo of you three from when you were kids.
She kept it?
Do you remember where this photo was taken?
Sure. Well, sort of. It was a shed somewhere close to the neighborhood the Perrys live in. We went there a few times.
So, the three of you used to hang out.
Well, that was long ago. We did dumb things. I wish we hadn't. Far as I know, there's no coven of witches, though.
Everyone says there are ghosts in this town. Is that true? What is it?
You know, I believe the dead stay dead. But I've seen ghosts recently in my own house.
Really? Who?
Wait, you believe me? I thought I was going crazy.
I believe there's an explanation. Who was it?
I don't know. A woman. wearing old clothes like the kind you find in Tegan's museum. I couldn't see her face, and I swear she was real. I could hear her, I could feel her. She smelled like rotten fruit or something. You know, that gray, moldy smell that hits you in the back of your throat? Yeah, that.
Huh. That's pretty specific, actually. More specific than anyone else I've talked to.
I saw her in the Hathorn house. Watch out for her. She'll come to you. No doubt in my mind. I was here. I told you already. I have the receipts to prove it. And I'm the only one who works here. Why?
Oh, no, just a related incident. I don't suppose there are any ghost sightings in your shop?
The spirits come and go as they please. I've seen them everywhere around Salem. But I've never seen one operate a point of sale.
Yeah, me neither. What kind of herbs do you have here?
The kind that helps people ease their burdens. Since cold season started, business has been booming. Between managing the shop itself and preparing remedies, it's getting harder to keep up.
I don't mind lending you a hand with preparing the remedies, if that's okay with you. I love learning new things.
This is delicate work. But you do seem to have an interest in herbology. Sure, it would be fun to pass on the basics, at least. I'll be around the shop and manage the counter. Just let me know when you have something finished, and I'll take a look at it.
Great. So, where do I begin?
I've prepared the patient notes already. You can find them on the counter. You can use my reference book to study the herbs and what ailments they cure, and the basics of remedy mixing.
Okay. This is gonna be so much fun. This book looks really worn. The knowledge must be centuries old, if not more. These are the notes she took when discussing the ailments with her patients. Need to figure out the proper mix of herbs to cure these. Garlic. Cinnamon.
At that. Your first proper herb mixture. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's tricky to keep track of everything, but the book really helps.
It's old and worn from use, but full of wisdom. It's taught me most of what I know.
Our Lady's Thistle. Ginger.
Good. You're getting the hang of things.
Once I've memorized the herbs and their ailments, making the mixtures themselves is easy.
It took me a while to get to the point where I could create mixtures from memory. Impressive.
Feverfew.
I'll put it with the rest. Great work. I'll put it with the rest. Great work.
I forgot to mention, I was speaking with Alicia and she mentioned that she needed to talk to you. It sounded urgent.
Shoot, I forgot I had an appointment with her.
Do you need me to watch the shop?
You would? Really? You sure?
Yeah. I know where all the heavy hitters are. Cinnamon, pow. Ginger, bam. I got it.
Oh, that's great. Thanks.
What an odd key. It probably unlocks something in here. A commercial-grade tea machine. Fancy. It fits. Sweet marjoram. Wonder what this herb is used for. Interesting.
Hey, what are you doing? That's private.
I'm sorry, Lauren. Sometimes my curiosity gets the better of me.
So what? It's private. Didn't you hear me?
I'm sorry. I admit, I shouldn't have read it, but would you mind talking about it? It seemed personal. You don't have to worry about me mentioning it to anyone. Please?
Do you know who Teachaba is?
I don't, but I would love to.
The first woman in Salem to be accused of being a witch. Practically everyone around here knows the story. This is her book. The original book of remedies and herb knowledge by Teachaba herself.
Wait, are you saying that book is over 300 years old? Does Tegan know you have this? She would love to have it in her exhibition.
Yeah, I know. But it's for me. Personal use. According to my mother, my biological mother, we are related to Teachaba. She was accused, then miraculously released. Little is known about her life after that. how she learned to write, create this book, but it's important for me to hold on to. I don't have much, but I have this.
Wow, that's incredible. Does anyone else know?
No, I never shared it with anyone. I wanted to keep it safe.
Of course.
Alicia wasn't in her office. I'll just meet with her later. Thank you for watching over my shop, but please, don't touch my things again, okay?
I'll keep my hands to myself. But I'd love to help you make some more remedies, if that's okay, to make up for all of this.
Yes, sure.
I just have a couple more things I wanted to ask you. You don't feel conflicted, knowing you were related to Tituba and what the house represents?
So I burn it down as revenge for a 300-year-old wrong. That's your thinking.
Tituba seems as much an influence on you as growing up on the estate of the one who accused her. I imagine it's hard to resolve those feelings.
Have you ever seen the Capitol building? Do you know who built that? I never tried to burn that down either.
Meaning?
It's not so simple to set things right.
What kind of herbs do you have here? These remedies won't make themselves.
Good job. I'll do the rest. Great work. Good job. Good job. I feel like you've proven yourself capable enough to start mixing with a more serious herb.
Thank you. I'm always up for a challenge.
This one isn't used too often. Its modern name is Aster, but in the book, you will find it under the old name, Starwort. My supply is short, so don't use it unless you have to.
I will keep that in mind. Wild rosemary, how beautiful! And nutritious. Keeping just a little for seasoning. I just have a couple more things I wanted to ask you. What kind of herbs do you have here? Lauren, need some help?
Yes. Please feel free to prepare some more.
Sweet marjoram. Starwort. Interesting.
You expect me to try it? I know exactly what that is.
And you believe it really works?
It's a potent truth serum. I know people don't believe in it, but yes, it works.
So you wouldn't mind taking a sip to prove you have nothing to hide?
Look, just because I have no crimes to hide doesn't mean I want to blurt out my private life to you. No, thank you.
Fair enough.
When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it?
No, not today. I can't. There's too much to do.
Come on, take a break. You need it.
Jason, I have had these protesters outside my window nonstop for days. I must deal with this situation. The longer it goes on, the worse it looks.
Yeah. But I'm buying lunch.
You're buying? Really? With what?
You gotta get over this, Dad. It's not good for you. It's not healthy.
What are you talking about?
You resent me.
I don't resent you, Jason. Miss Drew, please, come in. We'll talk later, okay?
Oh, you have time for her, but not for me.
Please, Jason.
Hi, Jason Danforth.
Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. You're visiting Salem, yeah? What do you think? Kind of a boring town beneath all the legends.
Jason, come on. We have a meeting.
Actually, it seems like there's a lot going on here.
Well, whenever you're up for some real excitement, look me up.
I'm sorry. He's still trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life.
Didn't want to follow in his father's footsteps.
Oh, he tried. Didn't have the dedication to follow through with the schooling. Anyway, let's get started.
As you know, I want to investigate the crime scene. Could you give me the code for the keypad?
That information isn't usually available to the public. I'm afraid I can't just take your word for it. I'll have it taken care of.
Miss Drew, how can I help you?
Hi, Miss Cole.
Alicia, please.
Oh, same. Nancy.
Great. So what do you need, Nancy? Any more paper clips, staplers, or perhaps a hammer drill?
I'm more of a pneumatic nail gun type myself.
Ha ha, nice.
You have a hammer drill in here.
In my closet. I'm a bit of a home improvement junkie. You have to be when you live in a house built in the 1800s.
Well, thanks, but I don't need any of those things. I do have some questions, though. You mind if I take 5 minutes of your time?
Please. I don't mind.
I'm sure you've heard about the burglary in the court's evidence room.
Yes, unbelievable. You know, I've started asking myself, what is happening to this town? It used to be such a safe place. And now we have arson and break-ins. I'm worried there's a pattern of escalation here. I mean, is this the kind of place I want to raise children in?
Oh, you're trying to start a family.
I mean, yes. But with the amount that I work, when is there any time? I barely have enough time to do my hair in the morning, let alone go on a date after work. And to be honest, the type of people living in a place like Salem is, well, not really what I'm into. How about you?
I have a boyfriend.
Really? He doesn't accompany you on your investigative trips?
Well, he's in college right now, and we see each other when we can.
Uh-huh. You been dating long?
Yeah, a couple of years.
Okay.
No one said it was easy, but we figure out how to make it work.
All I'll say is, most men don't understand what we go through. We have to fight to get a seat at their table, and then they want us to go home and be family makers. Some unsolicited advice from one working woman to another? Don't let his plans get in the way of yours.
Of course, they don't. I just met Jason Danforth.
What did you think? Kinda cute, huh?
Not the adjective I would use.
Different tastes.
Yeah, I think he's kind of like a fast food cheeseburger with extra cheese. And I'm more of a home-cooked meal kind of gal.
What can I say? I love cheese.
So you know him well?
I know him. He does odd jobs for me sometimes. Doesn't hurt that he's easy on the eyes. He is kinda dumb, though.
I wouldn't really know, to be honest.
Listen, spare yourself the headache and just avoid him. Trust me, not much substance. He loves his car. That's all you really need to know.
Do you know who has access to the evidence room?
As far as I know, just myself and the judge.
That's interesting.
Look, I don't like saying this, but the judge occasionally leaves the evidence room unlocked. The man even locked himself in his own office, for pity's sake. Not that it matters. I was told the burglar came from the outside.
So it's safe to say you weren't here during the theft?
Are you liking me for this crime, Nancy?
No, I don't like anyone for this crime. Or any other crime for that matter. Just doing my research.
I was not here. I was running errands around town. Busy, busy, busy.
Do you happen to have the code for the evidence room door?
Nope, sorry. He hasn't given that to me yet. And knowing him, he's probably already lost it.
Doing some follow-ups with the arson. Where were you that night?
Are you asking for my alibi?
Well, yes, if you don't mind.
I was at a charity fundraiser, saving the piping plovers. Anyone in this town that works in an official capacity can vouch for me. Are you interviewing any of them?
I don't think I'll need to.
I'm a little bit surprised you'd even ask.
Just being thorough.
I can respect that.
Would you mind telling me what you were doing 3 days ago?
3 days ago. All day or...
Well, any info would be helpful.
Actually, why are you interested in this?
I was in Austria 3 days ago and witnessed a theft of a historical artifact there that, surprisingly, I believe is connected to this theft.
I see. I was talking to your father about that case.
Really?
Yeah. We chat sometimes. About work. Mostly.
Okay.
Ask him.
Sure.
You're a regular sleuth, aren't you? Picking up other cases now?
Not exactly. It's kind of related to the Hathorn house.
Yeah, let's see. I was home, watching Jason cut the stump out of my front yard.
You hired Jason Danforth for that?
He's cheap, and he can't say no, because he needs the money. Plus, I kinda like watching him suffer a little.
I wouldn't know why.
You know, I could use someone like you. A lawyer is always in need of a good private investigator. If your father would be okay with you working for someone else.
Alicia, I'm my own woman. I work for myself. But you've been very helpful, and I really appreciate it.
Good. Well, when you solve this case, let's talk.
Do you know Lauren Holt?
Owner of Luminous Infusions. Resident of the Hathorn Estate Carriage House.
So do you know her?
Absolutely. I represent her.
How's the case going?
Well, that's a bit of a confidentiality issue. But you are the daughter of a lawyer. So, without a will, there is no case. No one has been able to find it.
And without the will, the house goes to the state.
The law is the law. I can try to get a delay. But we've already delayed twice, and the state doesn't care that someone lives there. It's a tough world out there.
I spoke with Lauren. She mentioned you have a key
A key?
to the Hathorn house.
It's the only copy. Don't lose it. Oh, and this really isn't supposed to be in your hands. If someone finds you with it, I might have to say you stole it.
I'll make sure to be discreet. Thanks.
Here to help, Nancy. Hey, next time, please knock before entering, okay?
Why did you bring your hammer drill to the office?
Well, after the burglary, we realized that this place was in dire need of higher security. I ordered the keypad online and used the drill to mount it. I just keep forgetting to bring the drill back home with me.
That's impressive.
Yeah, still ended up calling a professional when the thing wouldn't stop beeping.
What did you mean when you said the people here are not your type?
Oh, you probably know by now. You've been around town, right?
I have.
It's all people with minds as small as the town itself. I don't mean to sound harsh, but you can only meet so many with the same mindset before you see a pattern.
That's interesting. Did something happen?
Oh, nothing much. Sometimes I just wish this place would be a bit bigger, you know? More progressive. Imagine a revitalized town.
Do you think that could happen?
A woman can dream.
See you later.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it?
The key should fit, but the door and lock are awry. The door needs more leverage. This ought to help me out. Locked. Now this is more like it. There we go. Now it fits. A brand new jacket? Who would leave this behind? Oh, hello. A business card. Olivia Ravencroft. What were you doing here? It's dusty. Francis Tuttle needed this medical machine to stay alive. I wonder what will happen to it now. The entire second floor has burned down. Looks unstable. Not going any further than this. An old secretary desk. Roaring 20s, maybe. There's something peculiar about this mirror. Someone painted laurels on the mirror glass. But why? A letter written in Francis Tuttle's own hand. The walls are still smoldering from the fire. It's making my eyes water.
I knew you couldn't resist.
Yes, you are correct, Jason. I could not.
I'm open tomorrow night. Or tonight. Or right now. Ladies' choice.
How about 3 nights ago?
Wait, we already went on a date?
Definitely not.
Oh.
Where were you on the night Hathorn House was burned?
Oh, right. I was...
Do you remember?
Yeah, it's coming to me. Primal Cuts.
I'm sorry.
It's a steakhouse. I was there with my dad. Great steak, very expensive. He'll tell you. So, if we haven't been on a date yet, does that mean we're going to go on one in the future?
No, thank you. I have another question for you.
Yes, it's true. I'm single.
When do we want it?
I actually wanted to know what you were doing 3 days ago.
Are you sure that's what you want to know?
Yes,
I was actually digging out a stump in Alicia Cole's backyard.
you. Digging out a stump.
What? Yeah, not my favorite pastime, but I can't really say no to the money. I mean, it gives a good tan. Ladies can't say no to a hot bod.
Okay.
You don't believe me? Oh, maybe you should ride with me to the beach. I can show you.
No thanks.
No, thank you.
See you later.
Hello?
Is this Damien Faulkner?
Yeah? Who is that?
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm a private investigator currently working the Hathorn House case on behalf of Judge Danforth. Do you mind if I take up a minute of your time?
Go ahead.
Just wanted to follow up on some statements.
Statements made by who?
Tegan Perry,
Yes?
your girlfriend.
Right.
Where were you?
Sorry, but were these statements given to the police?
No. They were given to me, willingly.
Yeah, sorry. I work for Alicia, and I've learned to make sure that when you're being questioned, you always have a lawyer present. I don't want to sound like I'm guilty or complicit, I just know my rights.
Of course.
But you sound trustworthy.
Oh, thanks. How long have you worked for Alicia?
I've interned for her for a while, but she doesn't really pay attention.
You seem to know a lot about legal framework.
I listen to her on the phone. A lot. Anyways, I was with Tegan on the night of the fire. That's what you wanted to know, right?
Yeah. And what did you guys do?
Watch the movie.
Okay. Which movie?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Tegan picked. You know, they're always some kind of vampire, drama, apocalyptic, teenagey, angsty thing. Don't know her, but I never paid attention. I'm into hard sci-fi.
Oh, good to know.
Anything else, or...?
No. Thanks for talking to me.
Yep, sure. Bye.
What can you tell me about Lauren?
Lauren is a piece of work. Olivia may pretend to be a witch, but Lauren thinks she's a witch, you know? They are as bad as each other. The real legacy and history of Salem is what's important, not over-the-top stories and hokey potions and lotions.
So, you don't go to her shop?
I've never been in, but I've had the tea. My advice? Stay away from the Senna Leaf. Can ruin your whole day.
Do you think she would burn down Hathorn House?
I don't know, maybe? If she thought it would help her stay on the grounds. She certainly doesn't want anyone else having it, even if there are historical and legal reasons. But like I said, I don't really know her that well anymore.
Talk to you later. I found this jacket.
Oh my gosh, where'd you find it? I've been looking for this.
It was in the Hathorn House.
Hathorn House? What was it doing there? I've never been there.
I don't know, but it had your business card in its pocket, so I knew it was yours.
What luck! That's great! Can I have it back?
Sure. See you later. Hey there, girl. Can't tell if you're supposed to be cute or creepy.